So in addition to the basic molecules of cooking, there's also a few basic ways that the molecules of cooking can interact with each other. Many of you have probably heard of these before, but here's a recap. So covalent bonds are very, very strong bonds, and these are the bonds that hold molecules together. So in a fat molecule, for example, the bond between the carbons, those are covalent bonds, and the bonds between the carbon and the hydrogen, those are covalent bonds. And since these bonds are strong, it usually takes a lot of energy to break them, and so they usually don't break until we apply a lot of heat, which we sometimes do in cooking. The second strongest bond is an electrostatic bond, and this is what keeps two ions together. So for example, the positive sodium ion in salt and the negative chloride ion in salt, these are held together by an electrostatic bond, and this is also a fairly strong bond, relatively speaking. If we're starting to think of bonds between molecules, there are two kinds of bonds in general that we're interested in, and one of them is also a strong bond if you're thinking on the intermolecular level, and this is the hydrogen bond. So this is the bond that is keeping the water molecules together, the individual water molecules together in, say, a glass of water. So a water molecule is one oxygen atom and two hydrogen atoms, and when these interact with other water molecules, the hydrogen ion is going to interact with the oxygen ion, and this is a very strong bond that is also giving water a lot of its very special properties. And this bond is going to show up again and again in this course. So what's making the hydrogen bond so strong is that there is actually a difference in polarity between the oxygen and the hydrogen. And with a difference in polarity, I mean that the oxygen is going to be slightly negative in charge because it has a property that pulls electrons towards it, whereas the hydrogen is going to be slightly positively charged, just slightly. And this is because the oxygen is pulling away the hydrogens from it. And so when there's not this strong difference in polarity between two molecules, then we have what's called van der Waals bonds. And this is what occurs between molecules when there's not a strong difference, say, between an oxygen and a hydrogen. So for example, when the two carbon chains on a fat molecule interacts with other carbon chains, there is going to be van der Waals interactions that sort of hold them together. And this is the weakest bond, but this is often broken when we boil things or when we do other more subtle things to food.